A few years ago, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. I have found many ways that have helped me with my anxiety, and many of them have had something to do with slow living lifestyle. So if you're someone who worries about everything, who's driven by fear, and who's always thinking about the worst case scenario when trying to do something new, then this video is for you. One of the symptoms of anxiety is that you always feel like you're in a rush. You feel like you're running in a race and you have to do things faster and faster in order to survive. You're feeling exactly the same as someone who is running away from a tiger. Your nervous system is in a fight or flight mode. You're just trying to make it, trying to survive the same way as you would when you're in a real danger, when your life is threatened. But consciously slowing down, doing things more slowly, helps. When you give yourself permission to do things in your own way, do things more slowly, maybe do less things, that helps, and your nervous system feels like it can relax, it can go back to rest and digest. You will learn to do things more slowly without feeling that you're constantly running in a race. So what that means for me is that I give myself permission to do things differently than most people do. For example, I have organized my everyday life so that I can sleep in if I feel like sleeping in. I have given myself permission to not chase monetary success. I try to tell myself every day that I'm good enough, that what I'm doing is good enough, and that I don't have to compare myself to what somebody else is doing, to their success. I can define my own success. One of the key things in learning to live with anxiety has been accepting it. I have to accept that, first of all, I still have anxiety, even though things are way better now than they used to be. And also that I have the kind of personality that's probably prone to anxiety. So I feel like I have to be prepared that I might have to live with anxiety at times for the rest of my life. And that's okay. This is who I am. So instead of fighting it or trying to fix it, I just let it be and try to focus on something nicer, some other things. So I see my anxiety as a difficult guest. It's always welcome to stay, but I don't take it so seriously anymore. Instead of seeing myself as an anxious person, I see myself as somebody who sometimes has anxiety. But I'm so much more. I'm not just my anxiety. I'm other things and other feelings too. And when it comes to accepting, it's so important to think about how to accept things in your life. I once heard somebody say that anxiety is what happens between how things are and how you want them to be. And if you can take that out of the equation, there's really not so much room for anxiety anymore. So what I mean is, for example, I have an important meeting tomorrow and I might be nervous about it, but if I just accept that I might fail, that it's okay if I fail, then there's not so much room for anxiety anymore. If I just accept whatever comes and surrender to the fact that it's not all about me. I can't control everything. For example, I can't control the other person's opinions. I can only try my best, and they will have the opinion that they have. It's not necessarily something that I can change or control. I once saw this quote on social media where it said, "Anxiety is a lying bitch." And that's so true. That means that the things that anxiety feeds you, the things that are running in your mind when you're having anxiety, they're not true. It's just lies that anxiety is telling you. And this has helped me so much, understanding that not all my thoughts or feelings are true. Sometimes I just have this moment when lies are going through my head. Anxiety might tell me that I'm not good enough, that nobody likes me, that I'm never gonna reach my goals or whatever, but those are all lies. I don't have to believe in them. And of course you might think like, what if you never reach your goals? What if your anxiety is right? But the thing is that you can choose what you believe in. And I choose to believe in the kind of thoughts that are good for me, that make me feel better, make me feel more productive. And it doesn't really matter what the outcome really is. I just choose to believe in the kind of thoughts that help me on my way. The sooner you are able not to believe in those lies, the better you will be able to deal with your anxiety. Healing from anxiety means that you have to learn to like yourself or love yourself before you even think about what other people might be thinking about you. It doesn't really matter what they think about you as long as you accept yourself just the way you are. Even if you're different from others, even if you don't fit in, it's only your love that you need. Your self-compassion, your self-love. You're valuable and you're valid just the way you are. And you don't need to prove yourself to anybody else, and you don't need to get acceptance from anybody else. So, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Do you have anxiety? What kind of things have helped you with your anxiety? Is it something that you could share with others so that we could benefit from it as well? Thank you for watching as always. See you in the next video. And by the way, if you're interested, see this video next. It's about slow living tips. Maybe it will help you too. Bye bye!